Joining me now is former acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf. Sir, it's great to have you on. Okay, the border crisis is deepening. It's a humanitarian crisis. Up to an estimated 39,000 illegals already got into the country. But we've got the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, and Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, still saying it's not a crisis. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's absolutely a crisis, and I think most average Americans, the majority of Americans, can certainly see that now. Mexico is calling it a crisis. Even the Washington Post is calling it a crisis. The folks that are not continue to be the Department of Homeland Security and, of course, the White House. So they need to be straight up with the American people, honest with the American people on what's going on down there. And I think at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, is this what the Biden administration, was this their plan all along? To attract individuals coming to the border and allowing them into the interior of their country and releasing them into the interior of the country, because everything that they've done since Inauguration Day is leading up to this and pointing in that direction. And so I think that's a question that certainly needs to be asked.
You know, Texas is deploying troops to the southern border. Is that where it's going to lead? Because Mexico is saying, and is joining the border states saying, yes, this is a crisis, that the Biden administration is, quote, enabling and creating a boom time for drug and human traffickers who are targeting migrants who are trying to cross, trying to recruit them, even physically and sexually assaulting illegal immigrants. What do you say?
Yeah, I think that's actually very accurate. I think the way that the Biden administration has signaled that it's okay to make this dangerous journey up from Central America, they are putting profits in the pockets of the cartels. And they're making a very dangerous journey, a very cruel and inhumane message that they are sending. Because what they're doing at the end of the day is they're providing false hope, a false sense of the ability to stay here in the U.S. What we know is the majority of these folks are claiming asylum, but they don't qualify for asylum. 90% do not qualify. So at the end of the day, they have to be removed from the country, deported, and returned to their home countries. And that's a very difficult thing to do. And I think the Biden administration needs to be upfront with these individuals and tell them as such. If you want to come here for economic reasons or you want to come to rejoin your family, you can certainly do that, but there are legal pathways to doing that. As far as Texas is concerned, I think it's great what they're doing. I think it's also historic. I don't know when a state has not or has deployed resources to their border without the federal government being involved. Usually the federal government has to ask a state to get involved like this. And so I think they're very concerned there in the state of Texas.
Chad Wolf, it's great to have you on. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.